Daniel Ricciardo was present in the F1 paddock as a part of Red Bull for the first time this year. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner, during the press conference at Albert Park, gave his thoughts on Daniel's return to the team and his race readiness. I'm your host, Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Horner reveals how race-ready reserve driver Daniel Ricciardo is. Horner started off by speaking about Daniel's commitment to his role as the third driver. It's great to have him back in blue and be back in the team. This is the first Grand Prix he's attending this year, and he's really throwing himself into it. Sitting in all the briefings, he's been working hard on the simulator as well in the UK, doing some race support and some development work on that. He further suggested that Ricciardo is getting his mojo back. Daniel's just a positive energy to have around, and it's great to see him getting his mojo back, to see that big smile on his face, and he lights up a room when he walks in. He signed off by revealing how ready Daniel is to race if the need arises. I'd say he's about 10 minutes away from being ready. He's in good shape. He's kept himself fit and well. We've had to feed him up a bit. I don't know what you guys at McLaren did to him. He came back looking a bit skinny, but he's looking healthier now. I think that he's training hard and he's ready to go given the chance. Fast feed. Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton sees himself being with Mercedes until his last days, to be honest. Aston Martin team principal Mike Crack would be really happy if they could provide the car for Fernando Alonso to gain his third title. But I think we need to keep our feet a bit more on the ground, speaking about world titles. We have now made our first step in progressing to where we were before, and we should not start to dream. For Ferrari Charles Leclerc, it was unfortunate to end the race this way, but it was a racing incident. Disappointing, but on to the next one, where I hope things will run more smoothly again. Teammate Carlos Sainz, meanwhile, stated the frustration I feel will be difficult to digest, but I will try to think only of the positives and focus on the next race. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali suggested that F1 is very popular at the moment. We should not be afraid, and we should be assertive in trying new formats. Not because we don't respect tradition, but because it would be wrong not to try anything new. Haas team principal Gunther Steiner thinks that it's a little bit early to speak about a driver's change already for next year. So let's see how we are doing with these drivers, and for sure at some point maybe I speak with Daniel Ricciardo. But I cannot promise anything, because if our two guys do a good job, I think I know where I stand with it. And Daniel Ricciardo suggested that the signs are pointing towards getting back on the grid next year. Do you think Daniel Ricciardo will get a chance to race in F1 this year? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.